Hi, and thank you for tuning in to Armstrong Channel 20 on 100. I am Miss Chrissy, and today we are visiting Campbell Elementary, Mrs. Minnie and Mrs. Peckia's first grade class. I've chosen 3 storybooks today to touch upon the journey and the exploration of paleontology. I hope that you enjoy doing our craft with us. If you have some basic items around the house, like a paintbrush, a popsicle stick, even some plaster of Paris, you'll be right along with us. Stay tuned for the fun and get ready to dig, dig, dig. I see a lot of bright smiles out there, and I saw a lot of bright eyes, so I need them all on me. Let's see how oh my goodness. We've got popping daisies over here. So let's see how your listening ears are this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I love it. Can we say it again? Good morning.
Good morning.
Wonderful. Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Miss Chrissy, and I am here with Armstrong. And I'm sure you guys have been hearing about us coming in and reading a story and doing something fun. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I have something in front of me. It's a book. We know this. Can someone, by a show of hands, tell me what else maybe our clues would be? Yes?
It's a book about dinosaur bones.
You think it's a book about dinosaur bones. Does someone know the name of the person who digs for dinosaur bones? Can somebody give a good clue, maybe? Yes? Go ahead, sir.
A fossil collector.
A fossil collector is a very good guess. Yes?
And the one that digs it up is a paleontologist.
Fantastic. That is exactly the word. So the one that digs it up, a female or a male, so a boy or girl that's an adult, can actually dig, 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 and they look for these things. And it's like a puzzle piece. Do you guys like putting together puzzles?
Yeah.
Who likes digging in the dirt? I do. I love digging in the dirt because you find stuff. And you know that millions and millions of years, some of these bones could actually be underneath your dirt in your backyard. So when you're digging and digging, you should have your eyes peeled because you may see things. Some things you might find in the dirt when you're exploring outside. Can you name some? Yes.
Treasure?
A treasure? Yes. What would be some hidden treasure? Someone has not answered. Yes, dear. Money? You think money? Money could be underneath there. Yes, sir.
How did dinosaurs die when they turn into bones?
That's exactly right. And you know what? This book is going to answer that question in just a second. Most of the dinosaurs actually perished because they starved. They didn't have enough food. And then we know something of the Ice Age that came down, right? Who watched that movie? Yeah, lots of those movies. So that's how once the dinosaurs roamed and then they perished, and then years and years and years of dirt and earth put them on top, and they layered. Right? So layers. Here, put one hand out, one hand on top. Okay, do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and again, and again, and again, until it's over your head, and the dinosaur was way down here. So that's how far you got to dig, 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 dig down to get to that dinosaur bone or fossil. So let's begin our reading adventure today. This book is called Dinosaur Bones, and it's by Bob Barner. Dinosaur Bones by Bob Barner. Dinosaurs are gone for good. The last dinosaur lives 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs became extinct because climate changes made it hard for them to find enough food. See, there's your answer. Do you hear it? Maybe dinosaurs once lived in your neighborhood. The first dinosaur bones were discovered in England in the year 1820. Since dinosaur fossils have been found all over the world. And fossils are bones and footprints that have been preserved in the Earth's crust. So do you remember when we were doing the layers? And they were down here? So the Earth's crust has layers like that. Layers and layers and layers. And that's where they are. Dinosaurs had teeth to bite and jaws to chew. Can you chew and bite? Oh, I hear some major chompers back there. Perhaps with those big chompers, you could be a T-Rex. Do you think? The shape and the jaws of their teeth help the scientist find out if A dinosaur was a meat or a plant eater. Dinosaurs with sharp teeth like this were T-Rex, and they were meat eaters or carnivores. They walked the earth when those bones were new. And a Tyrannosaurus Rex means king of the tyrant lizard. Its arms were short, and it couldn't even scratch its own chin. Try, pull your arms in. Try to reach your chin. Can you get there? Tuck them in. Can you get there? Oh, lean. We can't get there, can we? Tuck your elbows in. Let's try it all together. Tuck your elbows in like this, and just wiggle your wrists up and down. Now try. Can you get there? You can. We've got some flexible people, so maybe you would not be a T-Rex, right? So a Tyrannosaurus Rex means king of the tyrant lizards. Its arms were as short that it couldn't even scratch its chin. The first T-Rex skeleton was found in Montana in 1802, and a T-Rex skull can weigh up to 750 pounds. They had bones for legs and bones for hips. Scientists studied the bones to find out more about the dinosaurs. And some dinosaurs had hips like birds. Others had hips like lizards. Many dinosaurs were giants, but some were the size of a chicken. Dinosaur bones used on long dinosaur trips. Some dinosaurs traveled and hunted in groups or in herds. Living in groups helped protect them from predators, and ancient footprints show that baby dinosaurs were often protected from predators by walking in the center of the herd. So the little ones were going to stay in the middle. So if your herd was this circle, can you make a circle with your hands? And the baby was going to go right in the middle of that circle. That is in the center of the herd, and they were most protected there. Can you see how? Because all of them were on the outside, right? The big ones were on the outside. They had bones with discs and bones with points. A Stegosaurus had pointed bones on its back. Its small head held the brain, which was the size of a walnut. A walnut is little, isn't it? It's so little that the squirrels can eat them through the winter to keep them and their bodies warm. Yep, and they can keep them from not starving. Yeah, that's right. A walnut is about as big as if you do an okay. That's all the bigger its brain was. Yes, bones for running with sockets and joints. A Stegosaurus spent most of its time munching on plants to feed its huge body. It uses the spikes on its tail to fight attacks from the meat-eating dinosaurs like the Allosaurus. An Allosaurus is another dinosaur. Very good. A carnivore is a meat eater. Excellent. We're going to get there too. Today, only bones are left to show. A Triceratops has a skull 1/3 the length of its body. It gathered plants with its turtle-like beak and chewed food with its teeth in the back of his mouth. So look at his head. Do you see where his teeth are? They're only in the back of his mouth. This is his turtle-like beak. See, there's no teeth here and no teeth here, but there are teeth way, way in the back. So he chewed and he chewed and he chewed and he chewed plants. Dinosaurs that are plant eaters, we mentioned a carnivore. Do we know what plant eaters are called? Yes, sir.
Vegetarian.
A vegetarian could be it. That's what we call us. They're called herbivores. A herbivore, but that was an excellent guess, right? Yes, dear.
They didn't have no food, just the asteroid came in and they got extinct, but...
Extinct is a very big word too, right? That's why they're no longer. So see right here, today only bones are left to show. So that's exactly what you said, only the bones are there. But dinosaurs rumbled and crackled long, long ago. A triceratops meant a three-horned face. 1, 2, 3. This plant eater was generally peaceful. However, it used its long horns to fight away when attacked. The triceratops was one of the last dinosaurs to exist. So when you see dinosaur bones at the museum in town, a scientist puts together those dinosaur bones like a puzzle. They use the chisels and diamond saws and dental drills to remove the bones from a rock. The skeletons are held together with metal wire and pipes. Remember, a dinosaur once used them to get around. A Bronchiosaurus weighed more than 10 elephants. It was one of the heaviest and longest dinosaurs. A hungry Bronchiosaurus used its long neck to reach tender leaves at the top of the trees. Which animal now is living that's not a dinosaur? Remember, that is living, that has a really long neck and can get leaves way up in the tree. Yes, sir? A giraffe. Very good. So that's adaptation that occurs, right? An animal actually can adapt to its atmosphere to make sure that he can get those really long leaves in the tree. And these are just some of the dinosaurs that walked. So we learned many big words, right? We learned extinction. So extinction means they're no longer here, right? Paleontologist is a person that
Finds the fossils of the dinosaurs.
yes, very good. How about a carnivore? Yes, sir. What's a carnivore?
They eat meat.
They eat meat. That's right. And a herbivore. What's a herbivore? Do you remember? What is it?
Plant
You got it. See? Now how about this one? It's called an omnivore. An omnivore. Now let's think. We've had plant eaters and we've had meat eaters. So what would be something that would eat both? Yes, dear. Do you remember the word I just said? Okay, ready? I'll say it first and then you say it. Omnivore. Omnivore, very good. Very good. So most of you in this room, what do you think that you would be if you were a dinosaur? Do you think you'd be a carnivore, a herbivore, or an omnivore? Omnivore? By a show of hands, who is an omnivore? Who eats both meat and plants? We got to think about that, huh? Who, put your hands down, thank you for showing me. Who eats just meat? Just meat? No potatoes?
Nope.
No macaroni and cheese?
No.
Oh my, no broccoli?
No.
Oh my goodness. I love broccoli too. No salad, yes. So listen, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to read a second story, okay? We're going to leave our eyes and our ears up on Miss Chrissy. Can everybody see me when I'm reading? Yeah. All right, wonderful. Bones, bones, we look for bones. Tyrannosaurus Rex, and we look for the bones of the dinosaurs. We find them. We dig them up. So what did we find? Who was digging the bones up? The paleontologist? Yes. Then we wrap them up and pack them up. Where do you think they're taking them? Go ahead, dear. What are you going to say? You got it. You got it. We load them up on trucks. Why do you think they're loading them on trucks? Someone has not answered yet. Yes. Why are they loading them on trucks? They are heavy. You are going to answer next, okay? We have the bones of dinosaurs in a building called the Natural History Museum. We put the claws on the foot bones and the foot bones on the leg bone. So show me your foot bone. Where's your foot bone? How about your toe bone? Okay, so let's go from the beginning. Toe, foot. Now we have an ankle, don't we? What is this? Your leg, you got it. So you'll be putting your puzzle pieces together. You'd be all right. We put the rib bones on the backbone. Show me your rib bones. Show me your backbone. Got it. And the tail bones are last. Where's your tailbone? Some of you see it. We don't have a tail like maybe a stegosaurus, or yes, but we do have a tailbone right underneath where your spine runs all the way down. It's the very last bone. So you do have a tailbone. Yes, they do. So all the tailbones are last. These are the bones of a T-Rex. We look for the bones of dinosaurs. So look at all the different sizes. Some small as a chicken, some big. Their head weighs as much as 750 pounds, right? Some with long necks and some with short arms. So we've learned all about them. So we learned through paleontology that we dig, right? The very quick book. Very, very quick. So this is the last one. This is called Dig Those Dinosaurs. And this one is repetitive. So I'm gonna see if you guys can kind of chime along with me, okay? So when I say dig, dig those dinosaurs, you're gonna say dig, dig those dinosaurs, okay? Ready? Here we go. Dig, dig those dinosaurs. Your turn. Dig those dinosaurs. Very good. Dig, dig those dinosaurs. Dig those dinosaur bones. Dig those dinosaur bones. Okay, here comes a new one. So big those dinosaurs. So big those dinosaurs. Big those dinosaur bones. Big those dinosaur bones. They're loading up on the truck there, aren't they? Getting ready to head in. Here's a new one. Jig, jigsaw, dinosaurs. Jig, jigsaw, dinosaurs. Oh! Jigsaw, dinosaur bones. Jigsaw, dinosaur bones. You guys are excellent at this. Ready? New one. Rig, those dinosaurs. Rig, those dinosaurs. So they're rigging them up. They're getting them ready to put them all puzzle pieces together. Rig those dinosaur bones. Rig those dinosaur bones. Here it comes again. Dig, dig those dinosaurs. Dig, dig those dinosaurs. And on our journey, dig those dinosaur bones. Dig those dinosaur bones. So where do they end up? Someone who's not answered. How about my little sweetie in the back with the pink on? Where did they end up in this book? Does it look like they're in the backyard digging? Does it look like they're at a shopping mall? Or does it look like they're at a natural history museum? Yes, that's right. They look like they're at a museum. And I heard some of our friends helping. So now, guess what? You guys did such a good job that you are now going to become paleontologists. We're going to take our seat. And then once we take our seat, there's a special plate in front of your seat. And you are going to use one of the utensils to dig out. So here's what I want you to do. When you're a paleontologist, you actually have to dig very lightly. You can't jam it down. Now, if you were a paleontologist, like you're gonna be today, if you would take a hammer and you'd smack it down or try to crush it in a really fast hurry, and there were bones in there, what's gonna happen to the bones? They're gonna crack. They're gonna crack. What if they crack? What happens?
They're break.
They're gonna break.
You do this with the D, you would think it's two different bones.
They're two different bones.
And then it just go crack.
That's right. And then guess what? Have you ever tried to put a jigsaw puzzle together when it's missing pieces? Yes. It's kind of difficult, huh? And you can't break the bones because guess what? Sometimes you might have two different kinds of dinosaurs side by side. So then you have to take the hip bones and the foot bone, right? All the different bones, the head bones that we talked about, and separate them and then piece them together. So, yes, sir, do you have a question? Okay, go ahead.
In Dinosaur Bones, I saw the dinosaur. I saw the pictures somewhere before in the museum. I just can't remember the name.
Well, there's the local museum, probably the, yes, and they actually have, there's a big museum in Pittsburgh and it's called Carnegie Science Center. And I don't know if your teachers have told you this already, but this summer, you gotta get your mom and dad to go to the library because Carnegie Science Center is pairing up with our library, so you don't have to go all the way to Pittsburgh. You can stay right here in Youngstown, and they're gonna bring in an actual dinosaur like this for you to see. So you have to get mom and dad, and you can get summer reading program, not here at the school. You gotta go to the library and do it.
Which library?
They're still deciding where it's gonna fit, because it's a big, big thing, isn't it? A T-Rex is a big, big thing. So Carnegie is going to bring their fossilized dinosaur here. And right in front of you on the white plate, you see something that kind of looks like clay, right? It's kind of got a grayish tone. Go ahead and smell it. What does it smell like? Everybody can say it at the same time. What does it smell like? Rocks, dirt, sand, very good. Clay. All right, so I'm gonna go over here, maybe everybody can see me this direction. Can I stand behind you? All right, what is your name?
Elijah.
Elijah? All right, so Miss Chrissy's gonna stand behind Elijah and I'm gonna use Elijah's as my demonstration for right now. So we've picked it up, right? And all ears and eyes are on me because we're gonna talk about it and then you guys are gonna dig, okay? So just listen for one more second, you've been so good. So you've picked it up and you've smelled it, right? Okay. What is this? This is actually a popsicle stick. You guys would know this is a popsicle stick, right? It was good. In summer, yay, here it comes. We're gonna get ice cream. But this is actually wood that came from a tree. So it's a natural resource. Have you guys heard that word before? This is a natural resource. A natural resource is something that you can find when you're in your backyard or walking to your grandma's house or walking in the woods. It's something that the earth produces. So the earth had produced this, which is wood. And then somebody that got really smart made it into a popsicle stick. But today, you're gonna use it as your paleontologist tool. And what you're gonna do is you're going to take your gray piece of clay and rock, and you're gonna use this, and you're gonna slowly dig out what's underneath there. There's going to be 3 hidden treasures for you guys.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. 3 hidden treasures in there. Now, here's a clue. One is going to look like this. And you get to keep these. Okay, so when you dig, you get to keep these. So one is gonna look like this. This is just a basic rock. And Miss Chrissy chose blue, so it represented the water. Then there's something in here that's also a natural resource, and it could have been someone's habitat. Someone could have lived in this. What is this thing? Yes, sir. It's a seashell, right? Maybe, or maybe an oyster. So these can actually be fossilized too. most of you are excited. Most of you have found one buried treasure. Some of you have found 2 buried treasures, and some of you are on the search for your 3rd treasure. Now, there is one young man that I want to show you, and yet this is the very patient. Let's show. What is your name, sir?
Sander.
What is it? Sander. Okay, so hold up your baby shell. Show Mr. Greg your baby shell. Can you see it? So can I borrow it? And I'm going to show everybody. So look closely. Look how tiny this buried treasure is. So you might actually have the 3rd one buried in some of that dirt. Donovan took his little utensil and look, he's almost turned it back into a pulverized state. So it almost looks like the sand. That is the patience of a paleontologist. You want to go really slow and steady because there may be something hidden in this very small portion of rock. Hi, thank you again for tuning into Armstrong Channel 20 and 100. I am Miss Chrissy, and we enjoyed being paleontologists here at Campbell Elementary. We've also read 3 books. We hope you check them out and enjoy the adventure. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Everybody say goodbye.